Welcome back to Worthington Model Railways, and I was going to look at a different style of wagon this time around. I'm going to look at some cattle wagons. I recently bought some cattle wagons. I bought some Hornby ones. I bought a couple from Oxford Rail, and here is a Dapol one. And again, I thought it would be interesting just to do some comparisons and also look at some other cattle wagons that we have in the collection. So let's go and look at that. So I thought it'd be fun to go back and look at some older models here. And so, you know, this is these are Triangs, and you know, they're I suppose they're probably from the 1960s. This one I think is an even older model than this one, and we'll look at a couple of the differences between them. As you can see from this one, it does have a fair bit of detail. I don't know if you can see there, but if we actually look here, I mean, it does look like wooden planks in that area. I think the lighting might be such that, let me see if we can, maybe I need to change the focus a little here. Let me fix the focus and come back. Hopefully now the focus is a little better, I think, and yes, you can see some of that detail there. This one has really very little or no undercarriage detail. You can see it's very bare under there. And interestingly, the plastic is sort of doing that thing that this plastic tends to do after time, where it just sort of fades and changes of color a little on the end there. But otherwise, this is in reasonable shape. If I look at this one, which I think is a slightly later one, you'll see it does have undercarriage detail there. I mean, there's some quite a lot of detail there. It actually is quite nice in comparison. It's exactly the same molding, and this one is also showing a little bit of a sign of age there on the ends with the plastic. But you know, they're for their time. I think they're nice models. They do have a fair amount of detail, and I do seem to remember them trundling around the layout and looking good in a mixed goods wagon. The other one that I've had, and I probably bought these at least 15 years ago, maybe closer to 20 years ago. These were a Bachmann release, and they're an XLMS one. They're a little shorter than some of the others here, as you can see. They do have a lot of nice detail on them. I bought a few of them. I really need to renumber them, because as I recall, I think they all have the same number, and that's one of the things I really like these days, is when the manufacturers bring this stuff out, they do bring them out with different numbers. Hornby certainly have done that with this. I have a few of them, and they all have their own individual numbers. I do like this Hornby wagon. Tremendous amount of detail on the underframe there. Looks very nice. And these bars up here are very, very detailed. They've done a very nice job with their molding on this. The brake pipes on the ends, you know, they really look nice. They have those the printing on the frame here, which, you know, with the naked eye it's very difficult to read, but with the right magnification, it's certainly readable, as are these numbers here that again are also very small but readable, and I don't know that you can see that with the camera. The Oxford Rail ones are also very nice. They have a sort of slightly different color. These are just more of a matte finish to them, and these railings are in black as opposed to the Hornby ones being brown, but again, it's nice detail, and certainly in terms of what you can see in terms of this printing, it's perfect. And again, these have both moldings and some printing on this bottom frame, but in this case it's painted brown. On the Hornby one it was black, as it also is on this Dapol one. Two versions of this, a British Rail version and a Northeast version. I'm sure there was probably a time when you could have seen both of those at the same time. The other difference is the roof color. The Northeast version has a white roof. This one has more of a, I don't know, it's kind of a fawny color. I know, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of gray. It's kind of, but it's not a. It's a chalky gray. It's not a gray, as in this sort of gray here. So there we have it. Again, you know, just some interesting comparison between these different cattle wagons. All basically had the same function. Obviously, this one is a pretty different design. This one again is also a slightly different design. These are based upon the same design, and I think these are probably more generic than anything, but they certainly look the part. Fun to look at the detail on the ends of these because it is sort of slightly different. We do have brake pipes on both the Oxford Rail one and on the Hornby one. The Oxford Rail one has the red on the bottom, which the Hornby is all black. And the Hornby also has this little molding here, which I'm not quite sure if it's for a lamp or quite what it's for, but that one's not there. And then if we look at the Dapol one, you'll notice there is no brake pipe there, but there are these side pieces to the molding, which we don't see on the other examples. And if we actually sort of look at the shape here, we will immediately see that this one is slightly taller and it has a slightly rounder roof. These are pretty much the same size, although again, now the Oxford Rail one is taller, the Hornby one is shorter. So if I put these together, you'll see now the size of them is pretty much the same. But the Dapol one definitely has much more of a curve to the roof. You see again, the Hornby one is definitely shorter, and if we put them all together, we'll see how the Hornby one is just a little shorter than the other two. So that's my look at these wagons. As always, I'd like to thank you for watching my video. I'd like to thank you for watching all my videos if you've watched other ones. Please like, it helps the YouTube algorithm. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, but also let other people know about these videos that I'm putting out there. It takes a little effort. I'm not the world's best at this, but hopefully I'm getting better. I enjoy what I do, and hopefully you're enjoying them too. You can subscribe with the button to the top right, another video to the top left.